Hey guys, long time no see. So tomorrow's workout has 3 primary movements interspersed with some running intervals. So you have some rows, you have some ground to overhead, and you have some shoulder to overheads. Of course, if you have access to a pull-up bar, you can do the pull-up portion. If you do not, though, it is suggested that you do rows. So if you happen to have a pair of dumbbells or a pair of kettlebells, the same weight, got some 25s here. What you want with these rows is you want slightly hinged over at the hip, back nice and flat, rowing up with those elbows up to the sky. You want to avoid bouncing, you want to avoid your back arching, and you want to avoid your elbows going like way out. You want those elbows nice and tight against your body, mimicking what you'd be doing if you were doing a pull-up or banded pull-up or a ring row. If you do not have a pair of dumbbells, that's fine too. You can always use a backpack filled with books. Same idea. So you want to grab the bottom and the top of the bag, bend over, roll that out to your chest. Again, keeping your back flat and elbows tight. If you don't have straps like that, another way to do it is to tighten the straps as best you can and try to hold on to the actual backpack straps. It's a little more awkward, but it'll work in a pinch. If you don't have that, you can go into your pantry, potentially, pull out your handy dandy 20-pound bag of rice. Same thing. Elbows tight to body, back flat. If you have a sandbag, same thing, guys. So then you have your 400-meter run. You're working with about 2 to 2.5 minutes for that interval. So if you cannot run due to space or due to weather, you can always sub 2 to 2.5 minutes of single unders, double unders, toe taps, or you can do low step ups if you have something you can step up onto. It doesn't have to be a 20 or 24-inch box. They're low step ups. Just the point is to get your heart rate up like you were running. If you want to run, can't do 400 meters, you can do some shuttle sprints. You can do 30 10-meter shuttle sprints is roughly the equivalent of a 400-meter run. So then the next movement after your run is a shoulder to overhead. If you're working with a pair of dumbbells, again, what you want to do with those is, it looks like a clean, you're going to take one head, it's going to touch, you're going to bring it up, lock it out at the top. If you only have one dumbbell, you're going to do it somewhat like a snatch. You're still doing a clean movement. You're going to start in between your feet. Both heads need to touch the ground though. So you're going to touch both heads, come up, switch hands like you would for an alternating dumbbell snatch, and you're going to alternate like that. If you have a backpack, that's going to get a little more creative for you. Just be careful with this. You can touch the ground, clean it into a firmer position. Be careful of those straps. Sandbag works too. Your bag of rice will also work for that. And then after that 400-meter run, you are going to do an 800-meter. Or after those movements, you're going to do an 800-meter run. An 800-meter run is 5 minutes, 5.5, maybe 4 to 5.5 minutes if you're really fast. So again, you can sub any of those aforementioned movements for that 800-meter run, or you can do 60 10-meter shuttle sprints. Then after you get done with that, you have some shoulder to overhead. Again, with your pair of dumbbells, if you have a pair, come up, lock fully out, elbows, knees, all that good business, locked fully out. You can also do this with a backpack. Again, just be careful. It's a little odd, hence odd object. So you're gonna bring it up to your chest, bring it overhead. You still want that lockout, so no soft elbows, no soft knees. You're gonna come up, lock it out overhead. And if you want to, have fun with your 20-pound bag of rice, you're gonna be in a perfect position. Bring it up overhead, bring it back down. So those are the movements for tomorrow's workout, white knuckles. If you have any questions, please message your coach. Hit us on our Facebook group, and good luck tomorrow, guys.